Hello everybody, Ian Robson here, and welcome back to Oklahoma, part 2. Anyways, today we're working on testing a new building I added. Not that floating building there, that's the original building. I left the floating building there in case I didn't like the building that I added. So remember how I was talking about adding or changing that forage storage, or food storage, whatever you want to call it? Well, I found a different building. This one actually came, this was a suggestion by Shy Wizard. And I like it so far. I haven't tested it out yet, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a grain elevator style sort of thing. And you have straw, grass, silage, forage, chaff, and manure. Manure is a nice one because then you can just put the manure in there and you can use it with your you know what. With your manure spreaders. There we go. I guess, is that, I don't know if that's, if it makes a difference if it's 1 or 2 there, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, so what I have is I have this guy right here. This is the Kroon Big M. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of mowing today and see how that works out with that storage building. So we're kind of just verifying that it actually works. That's the main thing we're just testing out to see if it works properly. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't, but stranger things have happened. So let's go ahead and unfold this guy. What we'll do is we'll grab a forage wagon and go from there. One thing I didn't add that I just couldn't. I just totally forgot about until it was too late. Basically, was that I wanted to put tires around the around those silage pits that we looked at last episode, but unfortunately I just didn't find one I was looking for, so I didn't do it, but I'll get around to it I think eventually. It's not that hard, it's just tires. So, and the reason why I want to put the tires around the edges of the bunkers is just so people can tell there's something there. Well, at least I can tell where it is, sort of thing. But that is the big thing. That's really the only thing I would change, is that building right there. I like it so far. Like I said, we're kind of testing it today to see if it works properly or not. I don't know why it wouldn't, but stranger things have happened before, so we'll just do this. Come around here, like so. Excellent. Some people have been asking if it's possible to release this edited version. It is possible, but I would need to get the permission from the original creator of the map. It's not my map, I'm just editing it for my liking, basically. So because of that, I can't do it without his or her permission. I'm pretty sure it's a guy, but you never know. There we go. So I would need to have their permission before I could release the actual map itself. And that's, the case for anything. If you make an edit, that's fine. Usually they're pretty chill about edits as long as you ask for permission to release it. So that's what I would need to do in this case. So I haven't finished messing around with it. If there are errors, it'd be my problem, though. When I released a map in 2013, when I edited, I think it was the All-American map or the Modern American map, Modern American Farming map, one of those. When I re-released the map with my edits, there were some errors that were originally there, and I just didn't know about them. And then I was getting contacted as to how to fix them, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to fix those errors. So eventually I think what happened was they took it down because I wasn't helping people with errors, but I'm like, I don't know what to do with these errors. I felt bad, but I just didn't know what to do. Like, I'm not an expert in map editing. So when they were trying to convince me, like, oh, you need to help these people, I'm like, well, if I knew how to, I think I would, but I really don't know how to. So the admins didn't like that, but couldn't do much else about it, unfortunately, at that time. Alright, so that should be enough for now, just so we have an idea. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy another tractor. Let's do the JCB, just because it's quick. 70 kilometers an hour, can't go wrong there. And do I have any fancy forage wagons? I don't think so, just have the in-game ones. And then that one from that classic pack. Actually, these ones just can carry some different stuff. I think they can carry TMR, I think, and silage is the other thing it can carry, if I had to guess. Alright, let's give this a go. One thing I like about certain tractors is that you can see like the top linkage there for the 3-point hitch, which is really nice because it kind of gives you like an idea as to where the drawbar is and stuff like that. So when you're trying to back up, so like some tractors will just have like, it'll be like the camera will be so far back that you can't see that top hitch or the linkage, depending where you're from in the world. So it's difficult to decide, okay, like what where is the actual location, and without actually kind of like looking down, it's not easy to find out. So there we go. So we're going to try this out. I know normally you wouldn't do this in United States. You would obviously most likely bale it or chop it. But I just wanted to test this out to see if this worked. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't, but I have definitely run into stranger problems in my day. I know Giants recently released another fact sheet, which is pretty interesting. Basically, the fact sheets are just like, hey, here's some equipment that's going to be in 2017. That's from what I gather, that's what it is, basically. So hopefully you guys are getting excited for some of the new equipment that's going to be in 2017. I know I am. It'd be nice to see some proper AGCO stuff, like Challenger, for example. And there really aren't that many Challenger things, Challenger mods, or cat mods, I guess. There are a few out there, but I don't know how good a quality they are. Sometimes they're good quality, sometimes they're bad quality. Usually it's not. It's the latter, if you want to use a fancy term. Anyways, that's probably enough. Alright, so we're going to test this out. Let's give it a go. So we should see the numbers change. I don't know if it matters where. I'm going to try this side right here, which looks like manure. Ooh. Didn't like me stopping there. Which is the manure. It looks like the manure side, but I don't think it actually makes a difference, but that's what I want to test out right now. Okay, so grass is not accepted there. So maybe you do have to be a bit more careful about where you put it, which is kind of interesting because in reality you wouldn't put manure in the same place you put your food, but I don't imagine there would be in real life there probably wouldn't be a building like this, but this is more of like a functional building for the game. Survey says... Hey, there we go. Are the numbers changing? I can't see yet. Hey, they are. Cool. So that's working. Excellent. So let's just see here real quick. I'm just going to test something again. This is the reason why I don't normally edit maps, because I end up testing and stuff a lot, and some people really don't like that. Because sometimes like people are like, well, it's not exactly a let's play in this scenario. I'm like, well, kind of is, kind of isn't, because like I'm playing on the map, so I'm playing, so it's could be considered a let's play, but I'm not like continuing. I'm kind of just starting over and testing specific things. So, and that might frustrate some people, I suppose. Alright, let's try that. Let's just set it to field work mode. And, oh, you finished work? Good. Drive on then. I'll be curious to see what this actually works. I don't know why it wouldn't, but... Work tool needs to be unloaded. Okay. Then unload it. Let's see what happens if I set it to the first point. It's such a random course. That's probably the reason why it's so confused here. I don't even know if it'll be able to recognize that it's going to drive over a trigger. Actually, technically, let's do this. That would probably make more sense. You can turn off now, thanks. Alright, so let's just go to nearest. And I should be able to just drop it off. Well, we're going to find out here. And if that works, I will delete the other building. I kind of like the location of this. It kind of matches the silos a little bit there. This should work, but there's always room for it not to work. It's just a little bit of a hill for this tractor. Is it gonna? It should engage the four-wheel drive. This is the funny thing. This is Courseplay. So Courseplay, I guess I could do it this way and always have this activated, because then you run into problems like this. There you go. Now, is it going to unload automatically? It should. There it goes. Yeah, sweet. Courseplay recognizes it as well. That's even nicer. I think there's actually like a little part of this that comes out a little bit. No. There you go, folks. That's the building. What do you think about that? Do you think it's a good building, bad building? Does it not suit this farm? I just these Morton buildings are nice. The one that was there was nice, but the way I play it, I dealing with front loaders and conveyor belts all the time. This was a nice solution. This kind of reminds me of a building that we had in 2013, but it's kind of like similar idea but different style, I guess, if that makes sense. The one I'm thinking of 13 was like a big building that was spread out and it had lots of individual places where you unloaded, as opposed to like one single place. So like technically, if I go to this and I change it to, like, let's say manure, which we should have an option of manure here. Yeah, there it is. You should be able to just drop it off there. Now the thing that this may not accept rye straw, oat straw. Yeah, those are the big ones. It may not accept those. I don't know for sure. So cool, that building works, so I can get rid of that building then. That's the original building up there. I don't know. So that's that. So you could actually theoretically come around with if you're doing chaff, let's say, you should be able to come around, just drop it off there, and then use it when you want it. I don't know if there's a maximum capacity on this building. I don't think there is. Now the interesting thing is, let's see if it shows us in our information here if we have grass stored here. I don't think they will update this, but it'd be cool if it did. No, I didn't see anything there. Nope. Didn't think so. Wonder if it'll show in here. Sometimes it's weird like that. It'll show in one and not the other. Storage. Oh no. Yeah, actually that does update the grass storage right there. 42,598. So it's stored somewhere, and the PDA mod recognizes how much we have, but I don't know where you'd look for the other information. But hey, it's there. It's cool. Not a big fan of that silly looking pipe, but we'll accept it. Cool. There you go. That works too. Excellent. This is good. Perfect. Let's try with a little bit of straw. So let's see. What straw do we have? And that's wheat. Well, that's oats. 3. I forget how you change the color. Yeah. I always forget this. There is a way to change the color. I just totally forget what it is. Anyways, we'll try that field right there then. So let's grab a combine. Let's grab a random other combine that we don't use often. First we'll give ourselves some money, and then we'll test out oat windrow. So let's go for, because we're talking about AGCO, let's go for a gleaner. How often do we use the gleaner combine? Never, I don't think. Let's go for the biggest AGCO header, which is that one, I guess. And let's go harvest some oats. And what we'll do is we'll test to see if we can drop the oat windrow in that building as well. Because like I said, it may or may not be able to accept it. There we go. Put that down. This pack's been around for a long time, but I don't know. There may be an update to it, but it had some errors that really bugged me. So I don't use it very often. I think the biggest error was, I think it was it maybe with a course play or something? I don't know for certain. But there was it was something. I just don't remember what that something is anymore. There we go. Alright, so let's go harvest some oats, which I believe is on field 3. 31 kilometers an hour. Pretty speedy little combine, if you ask me. So, those are the changes I have made on the map so far. I don't know if I'll make any other changes. I kind of like where it's at right now. I think the only thing that I will change is maybe add the tires like I was talking about before. Other than that, I think that'll be all the changes I'll make. Because like I said before, I'll just put the UPK mod down for the silage over at the livestock farm, and we'll just leave it at that. I may take out the TM, like the mixer building over there too, and replace it with something else. I don't know if there are other buildings over there, or other buildings I could use instead. That's not oats. That's sunflowers. Yeah, those are definitely sunflowers. That's not helpful at all. That's canola, which I don't need. I'm looking for oat. Maybe 17 looks like it's oats. Sunflowers is not going to be very helpful for us. Mainly because we're looking for oat windrow. So like, the way Giants Editor kind of detects that, like those things, is like it's actually different. Like, because you have like a straw windrow, which is like from wheat, or like a barley windrow, and then you have a wheat windrow. But it also there's like an oat and like a rye windrow. So I don't know how. I'm not 100% sure how it detects that, like that building, how that building detects it. Now theoretically, if it's set up properly, like if the original map was set up properly with. I think with the multi-fruit mod it should be fine, but you never know. You never know. It's funny, when I was messing around the Missouri River Bottoms map, I actually things were so far away from each other, I actually had to like put the combine on a transport truck and drive it over there. Otherwise it would have taken forever. I couldn't believe how long it took. Like going from one side of the map to the other side of the map, it was like, really? It's really that far from one side to the other side? It's ridiculous. So it's like, all right, well, it's like a whole convoy you need. It's like no joke. Like you need it as a convoy. Goodness. Anyways, but it looks like a nice little map. Some people ask me if I wanted to do a let's play on that map. Now, there's a few too many errors, like blatant errors, like the skyline, for example, was the big thing. Because that was such a glaring error, I was like, maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like alfalfa. Alfalfa? Yeah, it totally is. I think you need the multi-mowing mod for that, which I think I put in there. And I think that should allow you to harvest the alfalfa and windrow it, but I don't know 100%. I don't usually, there we go, harvest alfalfa. Although perhaps I should. Alright. Yes, I know I'm driving on the crop. It's for science, obviously. Oh, that was really bad. Apparently all I did was I felt like I just nudged it. Obviously not. This is gonna be bad. One thing I do like about these AGCO combines is those the big flotation tires are nice, really nice. I like how big they are. Avert your eyes. This isn't gonna be pretty. Am I able to do this? Oh, really? Okay. Apparently it's not going to let me do what I was going to do. Because sometimes you can... sometimes you can actually just... You can just, you know, attach to it upside down. Obviously I can't hear. That's annoying. That's what I get for trying to mess around. Oh, goodness. Let's try this one more time. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, and we're back. So, got this guy harvesting now. There's the chop straw mod there doing its thing. So I'm just gonna drop the windrow. Or does it not? I thought it, Oh, maybe it's set so it doesn't drop a windrow. I thought it did. Turn off harvester. No. Pipe out. No. Oh. Maybe it doesn't make straw on this map. Doesn't matter then. Yeah, that's weird. You don't own this field. Oh yeah, that's true. Hard workers don't work on fields you don't own. Huh. Oh, maybe it doesn't make straw on this field. Or this map. I know a lot of other maps it does. Maybe that's on purpose. Okay, never mind. Don't even need to test that then. And if that doesn't do it, I guess rye doesn't probably either. If I had to guess. Or maybe it's I have to go back to the I totally forgot this one. Sometimes there was an old combine in 2013 where you had to go back here and change it so it would chop or not chop, which is kind of neat. This one doesn't appear to have that same function. Okay, so that's that. That doesn't need to be tested at all. Alright, let's test. Which way are we going here? I'm going to go to field 19. So it's totally not this direction. So field 19 is this way. Okay, so let's test it out on field 19 real quick. And I'll see you when I get there. Alright, so we are over at field 19 now. And we're going to test this with rye, I believe this is now. It should be perfectly fine as well, but we're going to find out. If oats doesn't make a straw windrow... Oh no, it does. Weird. That's odd. Okay, so apparently you get a rye windrow, but not a oat windrow. I don't understand. Huh. Because usually oats in real life, you get straw from that, so I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe I just missed the prompt, but I can see it now. Okay, cool. So that works. I don't know why that wouldn't work. So let's hop back into the JCB, which is over here. And of course, the best thing about the JCB is its pure speed. Every time I say something ridiculous like that, all I can think of is Jeremy Clarkson. We need more power. Actually, speaking of Jeremy Clarkson, I need to fix that too. Amazon is releasing its Top Gear season with what do they call it? GT Gran Turismo, I think is the name of the show now. It has all the previous cast from Top Gear, and it's being released on Amazon Prime in the United States and other places. So if you have Amazon Prime, definitely check it out. And I think they're releasing it on Netflix in Canada, I believe, too. If memory serves. It's basically to their benefit to do that. Because Netflix actually uses Amazon Prime's cloud facility. So, by more people streaming Netflix, they're actually using more of Amazon's servers, which Netflix has to pay for, which is, good for Netflix and for Amazon, basically. Netflix has the distribution, as well as Amazon, actually. So, there you have it. But definitely check it out when it comes out. I think it's supposed to come out in September soon. So that's right. Now that's right around the corner. Jeez, that's crazy. Already? Can't believe it's September already. Soon we'll be talking about Christmas already. Actually, I've already had a couple conversations about Christmas, which has been kind of hilarious. Because actually we've had ones about Thanksgiving already as well. Which isn't for us. Thanksgiving's like in October. For you Americans, it's like in November, I believe. So, alright, here is number 19. And I don't know where my other... I'm assuming my combine's at the top here. How come I want to go in 50? I want to go faster than this. JCB should be able to go to 70. Maybe it's because I'm hauling this big trailer, I'm guessing. But I thought I would be able to go faster than this, but I guess not. Must be this ridiculous trailer. Alright, so let's pick up some of this rye windrow. Let's see. It should be. This will be able to do that. I'm not worried about this part. Oh no, it just recognizes as wheat windrow. So if that's the case, it won't be a problem. It'll be perfectly fine still then. Because if you look, I don't know why, I forget which. I took out, I think it was some sort of something that related to a map, obviously. So now I have the names down by what it is. It's Strauss. It says wheat windrow, which is good for me because actually it's helpful. Because then I can tell, okay, what is this actually in the trailer and whatnot. But normally you don't have that information. I'm just going to drive through the field. We're just testing this right now. Once everything is squared away, then we will just go for it. 0700, 36 frames per second. Interesting. Early morning is always the worst time for FPS, and late at night in this game. It will just get your FPS. So like if I increase the time to like 10 a.m., it'll be fine. It might be that building too. It's not too bad. It's not like unplayable. Like what was happening on Oklahoma originally, like around the main farm, was like it was becoming unplayable in some scenarios for some people because it had like I don't know what it was, but it would just the frames would drop a lot. Basically, what I'm trying to say. All right, let's test this out, and that'll be the last order of business for us this evening. It's not this evening, today. And then we're good to go. Then what I'll do is I'll delete the other building, save it, and then I think I'll start playing on it for reals, for realsies, whatever you want to call it. Alright, yes, I know I'm driving straight through the crop. Like I said, I'm only just doing this for testing purposes, just because it's a bit quicker. So that was, we tried grass already, and we tried grass. So I guess this is just the wheat we'll try, and then this is really the only big problem would have been this in that building, I think, is the straw from crops that aren't base crops like barley and wheat. But because this is being recognized as a wheat windrow, it won't be a problem at all. At least that's what I hope. Alright, survey says... Yeah. It's a small trigger here, actually. Why is it so small? Alright, so it recognized the straw. Let's grab some straw out of here, or grass. Let's see how this works. This is one thing we didn't try. I'm assuming it's like this and says, hey, start filling. What do you want to get out of here? There you go. Perfect. That totally works. Let me know what you think about that building. I'm going to leave it in because I like it. But I'm curious what your opinions are. Some of you may not like it, and that's okay. This is why we each have our own opinion, right? So you have your way of playing, I have my way of playing. Just the way it is. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of testing it out, testing out this new building that I added in here. Remember, that's the old building there. It's almost the same size, actually. This is just a bit more functional for the way I play, I guess. So, anyways, folks, that's it for me. Once again, my name's Ian Robson. If you like what you saw, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Oklahoma. And I'll catch you guys later.